Well, this is the one clean spot on my desk, so I guess this is what we're gonna use. For now, at least. I did not try to leave people on purpose, but I guess I got two. We'll do that one later. I guess. I made this with paper from Hobby Lobby. No, I do not shop there. Not on purpose. But it was a gift, so who am I gonna judge? And it's got Michael! I'm just praying I don't finicky with that too much. That's the type of paper it is. Not the biggest fan because it's a Hobby Lobby brand, but I mean, it worked. It works. And it was really nice. And I got it as a gift. The back of this has a bunch of words on it. Am I gonna read it? Hell no. Yes. Michael. Ignore when I started this and when I ended this. I totally have not been putting this off. But whatever make you think that? That's just ludicrous. Because look, it's Michael. Who could ever hate this little guy? Oh yeah, I started this right before October, so I tried to do a bunch of different Inktober stuff. As you can tell, I failed pretty quickly. But I mean, that's cool. I guess. But I can't really deny the fact that I gave it a try. And I will neither confirm nor deny if I lasted more than a week. That's not it. Yay! Hopefully he at least looks a bit more familiar. But it's Prince. A lot of people really liked this. I did too. I wanted to do more with this, but I got to this point, said I'd come back to it. I guess you can tell what my decision was. Yeah. It's fine. And then back to this boy. Yeah, he's on the next page too a little bit. Not opening that. So let's stay over here. I decided to make another story. Well, not make another story, but I wanted to change this guy. That's Apprentice. He looked different before. But then I gave it some thought, and I think it's pretty funny if I tried to make him to a priest. It's a really rough story. It's literally just like 4 or 5 animatics in my brain. So nobody's gonna understand it. Something I wanted to try and do. As you can tell, like most things, I gave up. But I can't really deny I tried at least. I don't know. My heart just wasn't into it. Ooh, the scribbles. But yeah. That's Raven, Kin, their pet pumpkin, and Skelly Boy. It's just a Halloween-based story because I love Halloween. And on this page, well, this is Sky. I don't draw her ever, but she's like my oldest character that's still around, but also the oldest character, period. And you're gonna see the best drawing in my entire sketchbook. Not that one. This. My niece drew this. It's very amazing. I wish to aspire to this. I don't think I ever will. But some people can dream, I guess. And then Michael. Because I got acrylic markers and I was messing around with them. Sky, because nothing about her is consistent. Ever. Ooh! You can tell how excited I am. I apologize for how dead I sound. I'm not trying to sound enthusiastic. I finally remembered to do this. I'm just always tired. But it's ghost and spirit and ghoul. Well, this actually came after, but I drew these first. And I thought it was really funny, so I gave them a family. And I think it's very funny and adorable. I might just do what I do with, like, these ones, where they're just Halloween-based OCs, and I only ever remember to draw them around Halloween. But I mean, can you blame me? It's a ghost. And it's cool, and I made them pink. I don't know. They're pretty cool. It's always nice. Oh, I was feeling really dead because, like, after these, like, 3 or 4 spreads, I, like, put my sketchbook down for, like, a week and a half, and I didn't know what to do. So, I found The Great Gatsby musical, and I found out Jeremy Jordan. Need I say more? That just reminds me of Hamilton. And then I tried drawing some of the other cast members. My brain was a little fried, so I gave myself another week or so of doing, like, minimally anything. Ooh, it's Prince! This is just angst. Prince's entire story is just him being a bad person and making everything worse. It's a chicken! This one I just tried to do water-based gouache again, and I realized I don't like it. It has a chalky feel, and it makes me want to rip my skin off. It's Prince. The little shatheed. Was gonna try and do backgrounds, gave up, and then did a doodle of Sam and threw it over it. Oh well. And this was November! Thanksgiving. I like Thanksgiving. Not as a holiday, but as a reason to get together. I suppose. Oh, Okay. Michelle. She was one of the main characters, and she moved to the background. Also, this is Eula. Remember the last one? I don't draw her wearing clothes that often, because of course I don't. I was getting ready for December. This is how I coped with election. Yeah. I just wanted to get my feelies out. This was actually a redraw I tried to do for my birthday. I don't like my birthday for a multitude of reasons. So I just post a picture in the middle of the week that my birthday falls under. And it's entirely on accident. Don't need to worry about that. Jeremy Jordan. And that's all you need to know about this page. This was meant to be better. But I liked the pose. But every single time I tried to, I fell less in love, so I was like, oh shoot. I was like, screw it. We're gonna do it until we don't feel like it, and I gave up really quickly. But I mean, I really like it. Because, oh, I haven't explained who it is. This is Osmosis Jones, but Chris Rock narrates my every thought. Need I say more about this man? It's just Osmosis Jones. I decided to, I give up. But this was around Thanksgiving, so I was actually having a pretty decent time. I liked it before, but I feel like I could have done better with the face, but the sketch was way better. Also, fun fact. You want to guess when this movie came out? I feel like I've said it before, but my favorite thing to say is I feel like this movie probably would have been remembered better if it didn't come out in 9/11 in 2001. because it is a good movie. Bit cheesy, but I'm not going to explain it, because I have it more in the other sketchbook, but I made another story. Yeah, this was me planning out for something else that I never did. Yeah, I was trying to practice drawing animals. Gave up pretty quickly. Surprisingly, I am not a furry, but I am a brony. And I don't know if I should feel proud of that or not. Prince, I was sitting at an angle at my desk, so it looked normal. So like, that looks a bit better than what it is. You can make fun of me all you want. I don't mind. Because I make fun of myself, because why not? Yay! This was Christmas, like right before December. So I guess that's pretty funny. I felt happy, I was in a mood, so I decided let's not let that go. Set aside our own personal thing and draw Jesus and Thorn. Because guess what? That's Jesus. Because I say it is. I wanted to set... I know it looks a little lazy, but I wanted to set aside time to at least try and do this, so... yeah. There's a lot of dead space. I'm not proud of that, but it's better than the alternative, which is giving up. I still want to try and do this idea again. It's just Osmosis Jones and them in a pillow fight. It was a picture I saw on Pinterest. I think it's pretty funny. I really like this sketch. The markers, I'm not good at paint pens, but this is better than I normally am. Yeah, I have a lot of the... I really like Osmosis Jones, guys. I don't know if you noticed. Ooh, it's Prince again, because I only have like 5 things going on in my brain. Prince! And then I got Constellation washi tape. But yeah. Listen, when I say I like Osmosis Jones, I meant it. And I'm not going to explain this. Or, I'm not proud of this one. I want to redo this. But, it's cute. Oh, hey, would you look at that? More prints. I forgot how much of them I drew in this sketchbook, because after halfway I was like, oh, my brain can't handle doing anything new. Just do prints, I guess. Because I was already in a bad mood and he helps me deal with it. He's like a manifestation of some of my intrusive thoughts, so it's healthier than the alternative. Ooh. You wanna know something fun? This is a clear sticky note. Because I really liked this. And I didn't know if putting a face on him would have done anything good, because this white, it's paint pen, and I knew it wasn't going to act well on top of color pencil. Because I use RTX color pencils. And I've never been more proud of hoarding shit. But yeah, it's Drix. I don't know if I said that at all before. But I'm saying it now. But I literally did draw this stuff at Thanksgiving. Like, that night. Because we had a bonfire and I was tired and bored and was drawing with my nephew. I'm not showing the next few pages for a multitude of reasons. One of them is I was practicing drawing people. And when I was doing that, I was using pictures of my literal nieces and nephews. And some of them are babies and I don't need that on the internet. So we're not gonna show them. Anyway, here's Michael. I finally gave him another outfit, and you'll never guess, he hasn't worn it since. Why is my throat getting torn up? I will never know. It'll fix itself eventually. Yeah, it's Michael, and me practicing markers again, because this was in marker. It did bleed through, but I used paint pens on the other side, so I didn't care that much. Okay, ignore the face on this. But I really liked it. I really liked this spread, but ignore the face. This one was just funny to me because I was tired. And I got more little marker thingies. Yeah, not much to say about it. But more Osmosis Jones. Oh. I don't explain anything, do I? Really. But this is Thrax, the main villain. Thank you. He's the main villain in the movie. In the show, they changed his design because of course there was a show. I don't like the downgrade we got. Anyway, but yeah, I like drawing those three. This was me practicing acrylic paint again because I don't like doing detailed stuff with it. So I decided, why not make slightly angsty stuff with Michael again? Because, of course, I mean, he is meant to be a happy-go-lucky character. But they're also meant to be like a healthy childhood and stuff. He's also part of my brain. Because I always have things going weird with it. But that's what makes it fun and exciting for me. But yeah, this was meant to be a speed paint, and I was going to talk over it, and I was going to have vibes. But like halfway through the recording, I realized that I bubbernucked it up. So, I scrapped it. Ooh, this is one that nobody ever sees, ever. This is, yeah, MC. I was redoing their story once again, because I can never have one story, but it is actually being given the same direction. It's still the same story. I was just ironing out little details. But I do need to, like, double check over it and make it better, or find out, like, the main goal in their story. Because when making their story, I just had, like, what I wanted written out. But I never added any stakes, goals, hardships, struggles, or anything like that to their story. Other than maybe angst. So I had to do that with their story, and that's the main thing that's missing from it. But I'm honestly really excited to try and do their story, because I really like it. Ooh, this is a character. I'll explain them in the next sketchbook tour, because of course I will. But this is Michael and her getting along. They're meant to be they're meant to represent other stuff, so that's fun. But I was also really bored and was thinking of an interaction between them and how it would go, and it's pretty funny. But like, these are also my characters. I should probably say that. I probably haven't. Ooh! It's Apprentice again, and I made sure to give him Catholic stuff. But he is a jerk, so me trying to give one last shot to backgrounds. I can get the basic things of it laid out, but trying to decide what it is, just, I don't like it. I know I have to do it every once in a while, and that's why I force myself to at least attempt. But I don't like it, but that isn't gonna stop me from at least trying. And then, Michael! Oh, yeah. I voted. And I finished it in a little under 3 months. I made this because it was by the bookmark and everything. It was an old book that my old art teacher wanted us to like it had the original paper in it and everything, and it was meant to be like a recycled, like, planning book-ish thing for us to just like try and draw on something other than like actual drawing paper. And I still have some of it. I had some pieces in it that I kind of liked, but again, I was in high school, so they aren't that good. I don't know how in frame this was. I was not looking at the camera at all. But hey, I'm not a professional. But yeah, I can show you what the other sketchbook is. This one I bought. So yeah, this one I wanted to do something with it, and there's a specific theme with it that this might be an indicator of. But if not, that's cool. I'll explain it when I look at it. I guess at this point you should expect another one, but don't expect another one either.